welcome back to Talk That Talk. Your host here, lovely, chocolate, Mark Jones is here for you. But it's bigmark773 is my moniker on YouTube. Now I know I don't get many viewers because, sometimes I talk games, sometimes I talk politics. But today, I want to talk about life and what I did with my life growing up and what has changed in my life. Being a male, especially a black male, growing up in America, there's a lot of disadvantages that you have. And it's a lot of things they don't tell you about your own history that you don't see. But one thing is universal. No matter where you come from, no matter who your mama and daddy is, we all strive to succeed in a world that pushes at an edge to keep us in the place that we were born at. So today I want to talk about why I have changed my mind about this world that I live in. I only seen the ugliness, the anger, and all that had filled my heart with hate. But I have to learn how to grow beyond all the things that have happened to me, live a better life. See, God has blessed me in ways that I have to admit that I am blessed. No matter if that God's name is Oshun, Oman-Ra, Allah, Jesus, no matter what the maker he or she name is. Let me say this to any of you, there is one that gave us all life, or there may be many that gave us life, but whichever case it may be, know there is a higher power over all of us. Now, I'm a 41-year-old black male, an American through and through, love hamburgers, pizza, and cheeseburgers, and all the rest of it. But the thing that was missing in my life was love. Not the love of my mother, my brother, my sisters, and I never had the love of my father. He just been over there doing his own thing his whole life. And I ain't mad at him. He has the choice of being the man he wants to be. I let him enjoy his life the way he enjoyed it so he can be happy as the person he became. But I want to talk about the person that I became and my failures in life, okay? I had to strive pretty hard to make it to where I made it, and there was struggles at levels that you cannot imagine. I've been poor my whole life. Just enough money to get me some video games to enjoy myself. And I've been with a lot of women. But this is the first time in my life that I actually feel like I hope God in heaven, I pray the Lord Jesus on this one. I hope this thing is real that I have right now. And I miss her so much when she doesn't talk to me, because I know right now she's on her Netflix. She's glued to Netflix. Jennifer Eldravana. She lives in central Manila. She has 4 dogs, or 3 dogs, whichever way you want to choose it. A best friend named Bea. A great daughter named Shai, or Aisha. A great son named Troy or Jordan. A lot of great people in her life, and she has made me very, very happy. A year ago, around this time, I had a car accident, and it was after the breakup I had earlier in the year. And how things come in your life when you need to change and you need to be different, and you need to grow. God gives you avenues to go a different direction. But you may choose to stay with what you always knew. And that is a problem for us men. No matter if a situation is good or bad, if we are comfortable, even in hell, we will stay there. That's the thing about a man. Even if it's not good for you, it's like eating rotten fruit knowing good and well it's going to make you sick and give you diarrhea and make you throw up, you'll still take that rotten fruit instead of that fresh apple, because that fresh apple is unknown to you, because all you've ever had is rotten fruit. I know that went right over some of y'all head, but for those that are smart enough to understand what I mean, all it is just an option to go a different direction. Now I want to talk about my past relationships, because, you know, usually when I talk to Jennifer, she's talking and I'm listening. So this is the only way for me to talk and her to listen, okay? So, early in my life, I had a sexual relation when I was 13 in the bathroom at a laundromat with another girl. We were about the same age. Didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Didn't know where to put it, how to slide it in. All I know, there was a slightly warm open spot that you had to force. Didn't come, didn't know what I was doing, you know. And then from over my lifetime, I moved from one woman to the next. Only a couple of times in my life have I ever cared enough. And I'll give you another thing that happened to me as a man and why I don't have kids. The reason for that is that I want kids. I just don't want kids with a woman I'm not gonna be with. You know, my father did the same thing with my mom. I hear people say all the time, you can have kids with people, don't mean you have to be with them. How cool is that? That you got kids with this bitch over here, but you living with this bitch over here. I say it like that because this is how women talk. You know what I'm saying? This is how people talk. How you gonna be with this woman over here and have your babies and then end up with this other lady? See, I can understand if the situation don't work out, but you as a man cannot just put your seed anywhere you want to. That's not right. And God will punish you for doing that. God has punished me for being a loose man, for screwing so many women, taking my life in my hands so many times, and I've been lucky. And I regret all the years I've had and I've been alive that I could have been with a woman and had a family many times. But I just did not want to let go of that rotten, poisonous fruit that was on my plate. I could not try that fresh new apple because I was afraid to move forward in my life in a different direction. I don't know where I would have been if I had, but I didn't because I was afraid. I was afraid after the first time I had sex when I was 13, I didn't touch a girl again until I turned 16 or 17 years old. Because I didn't know what I was doing. And I didn't want no chick to get pregnant. it's not like it's that easy to get a girl pregnant unless she really, really fertile. You know? And then I had these girlfriends like Shannon, Stephanie, so many. This chick who looked like Topanga. When Topanga, remember when Topanga was fine? Woo! We talking about early boy meets world. When Topanga was with the pretty, don't call me a child molester or anything, but when she was like little and she was all cute in those summer dresses, Topanga was a joke. My God, that red hair did things to me. Topanga was a bad chick. She didn't grow into being a bad chick, but she still, you know how she, you know what, I'll be honest with you, I think what it is, it's like DJ from, I was a big fan of DJ Tanner from Full House when I was a kid too. And when she grew up, oh man, DJ looked good, you know? You know, the Olsen twins didn't turn out too good, but DJ turned out fine. I always desired that girl, just being real. Being a man, I desired her. But I realized I would never have an opportunity to be with her, just like Rudy or Ashley from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, all of that. But I had those desires as a young man. So growing up, my cousins, a lot of my cousins had kids everywhere. And none of them never stayed with the mom of their children. And I was like, why not? You know? And then, you know, it's like that with the men in the family. They got babies everywhere. just feel like I needed to stop when I turned 26 years old. My sister was murdered around that time as well. I think I was 20 something. How old? Seven, like 11, 12. So I was like 29, 27, 26. And I had a couple of women come in my life that actually cared about me, but I was so afraid to move in a different direction, I pushed them away. I pushed away Serenity and Jayla's mother, and she could have been a good woman for me because I was not ready to have a good woman in my life. I really wasn't. I was full of shit, and I knew it. I was full of shit, and I didn't want to hurt that woman because I was full of shit. Unlike a lot of men who would just take advantage and get their coochie or their pussy, whatever you want to say, or just have sex with them any way they can, when I know that it's not going to be something that's going to mean something to me, I don't fuck with you. Because I'm not trying to take advantage of you. You know, some women think if they put it on you, they can change you who you are. Let me tell you something, ladies. If you want that man to be yours, you got to put something more on him than just that coochie cat. You got to put something on his plate that he wants to eat. And I ain't talking about your pussy needs. I'm talking about a full course meal. Let me tell you something, right? Real talk, most women today can't cook, especially in America. Jesus Christ, sisters can't cook. It's sad. And they ain't gonna cook either. And they ain't gonna clean up. It's like we done lost the level of what a woman's supposed to be and what a man's supposed to be. Men don't want to work and women don't want to cook. Women don't want to be mothers and men don't want to be fathers. It's fucked up out here. So messed up. So I moved forward and I made it to like 31, 32, and I met Latara. So, I mean, Latara, good Lord, Latara is a high yellow black chick, right? She's very, very fierce. Well, before she got really ill, she was lighter skinned than my niece and nephew, Katina and Trayvon. She was like ghost white, like she was that light. She one of them niggas that look like they got no color. They actually lighter than white people. It's like, it's not the mellow yellow, it's that pale black. You know what I'm saying? What we call milk chocolate. You know what I'm saying? She one of them people. Well, she was until she got really sick. And she lost that very light complexion, but it didn't matter to me. I still cared about her. But the thing about it was that she didn't care about herself enough to try to move forward with me. I was like, listen, baby, let us get an apartment together. I never said, even though so many women try to get me to live with them, I never wanted to do that until I met her. And I was like, okay, I'll move with you. Let's move together. Let's get an apartment together. No, I'm cool with my dad. What? You don't want to live away from your father? And it didn't make any sense to me. She would come over here and fuck the shit out of me. We would go out. But she didn't want to live with me. And I didn't understand. And I'm like, damn, no, am I musty? Rusty? What the fuck? It was just that she didn't want me to move in with her. She wanted this guy named Michi. She see, look, this is the thing about certain black people. They color struck. Real talk. Like sometimes I know like those that's listening to me from around the world that don't know nothing about African Americans, right? We have the Beyoncés, we have the Alicia Keys, we have the Beyonce mom now. We have those people. And then we have the people like Michael Jackson, and you have the people like me, right? And it's like I tell people all the time, if you go to certain black communities, you might not find a dark-skinned nigga. Real talk, you might not. You be like, damn, these black people? in Louisiana, there's these towns where these are what they call, I mean, they basically, if you were to see them, they look kind of like, I'm not going to say Hispanic because that's not the right term. Black Hispanics have their own look because they come from a different place in the world, and those black Hispanic looking people don't look like American black people, just like American black people don't look like African people. Though when people first say, oh, you look, no, we don't. That's just like saying all Asians look the same. That's not true either, you know? So, or all white people look the same. That's not true. So, the thing is, I ran into this situation that I didn't know about, right? So when I saw Brittany's father, my niece Brittany, I didn't know that boy was black. He got curly, long hair. He looked like he belonged to the DeBarge family. That's what he looked like, right? And I didn't know the DeBarges were black either. I thought they were like Puerto Rican, but they're not. They're black and white, and they look like Stone Cold. Look like freaking Puerto Ricans, especially Chico DeBarge, man. That niggas look like straight up Puerto Ricans. But anyway, so what happened is I went someplace in the South, you know, when I was a kid, and I asked my mom, I'm like, I said, these some pretty people. Who are these people? And she said, these are colored people. I said, they black people? Like, they black, but they not our kind of black. It's like, what? What that mean? I mean, you see niggas with green eyes, long red hair. I mean, I was like, these ain't black people? I mean, this one guy looked like he out of the Dukes of Hazzard, but he was a nigga though. All he had to do was open his mouth, you can hear it come out of his mouth. And the thing was, they had been breeding amongst each other so long, they basically made their own little subgroup of a race. Because if you was to see them, they don't look like black people. Not the type of, even Barack Obama wouldn't fit in with these group of niggas because they just don't look like, see, what gives it away is that most of them have curly hair, no matter if it's blonde, red, or black. But the trick is, when you see somebody with really black hair, and they're not Asian or Latino, and they claim they're white, they're not white people. Most white people have a brownish tinge to their hair. It's very seldom if you have really dark hair and really dark eyes and you're truly white. That's not true. It don't work like that. That's not part of their DNA pattern. But anyway, that's another story. So let's move back over to me. So I was with Tara from 2010 to 2013. 3 years of outright hell I went through trying to hold on to this woman. I fought people. I did crazy shit trying to hold on to somebody that wasn't worth holding on to. People were telling me, she's bad for you, bro. She's stupid, bro. She's fucking this nigga, this nigga, this nigga, this nigga, this nigga. And I couldn't see it for the life of me because I was that person with that rotten food, trying to eat that rotten bowl of food and get a different apple. Okay. So there were two women that ran into my life. One name was Dewana Porter, and the other woman was, I cannot pronounce her name. She used Liz for short, but her name is, it's Aloba, Ansa Maria Los, Spanish, god damn it. She was from El Salvador. No. Guatemalan. That's what she was. Not El Salvador. She was Guatemalan. That's what she was. Okay. She was she had this very nice color. I mean, this color that was like, You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that I often try to tell people about black people. We love color. You know, you can be light color and we like your color, or you can be a dark color, we like your color. Like my girl color right now in the Philippines, her color is like amazing. And I be like, and then, you know, like I've been like studying, not trying to, I don't know nothing about Filipino culture, so don't get it twisted. But this thing that they got going on over there that kind of fucked me in the head a little bit is like, they take injections and shit. She was telling me about to make themselves lighter. I'm like, wow. Do you know what your color look like? Your color's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Just like my sister Helen, who's she's darker than I am. Her color is amazing. If you were to see my sister Helen, especially in her 20s, with her color, you couldn't fuck with her color. Her color was like top. They used to call this chick Black Beauty. I mean, Helen was fine. Now, real talk, she's still fine in her own way, but growing up like she let that television warp her mind to a point that fucked her up. Because she's color struck. That's why all her baby daddies are like milky white looking. None of her kids are dark skinned. None of her kids is her complexion. Not one. And that's bad. And for me, I don't care what color you are. I really don't. You can be white, you can be black, you can be the darkest black, or you can be ghost white. I don't care what color you is. I just like you if you just a person, a human being, a regular person. So, but anyway, off of that. So me and Tara was done for about 6-8 months, right? And I was messing with Liz. And I was like, it was the first time I went away from a rotten bowl of fruit to an apple that just had like a couple of dits in it, you know? It wasn't bad. But the thing was, I couldn't move forward with her because she had a problem. See, the thing is, I've learned about women, brothers, is that they gonna have secrets. They're not gonna tell you everything, and women just don't. I don't care how open you are with a woman gonna hold some secrets. That's just the truth of who they are. It is a universal thing, all right? Now, unless a chick is like a real, I don't care how nice and sweet a woman is, right? I don't care what they say to your face. A chick is gonna get pissed off. And they act a certain way when they with you. And you just have to understand that's just how they are. They're just showing you who they really are. A woman is the only person that can lie to you and not tell you who they really are until after you have sex with them. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. But if you are as a man did the same thing as a woman does, you're a goddamn liar. That's just the thing of the world right there. But so, you know, in my life, you know, I had cab driving jobs, janitorial jobs, hurt myself on the job a couple of times doing stupid shit. Fuck the bosses all the time, the one that looked like the painter. Woo! Man, that was terrible. I made some mistakes in my life. Made a lot of mistakes. And sometimes I really felt like just giving up. I was tired, you know? Life don't beat me down like with a stick sometimes, you know? And then in late June, I was going over to work at the gas station off of Black Planet, which was surprising to me. I met this girl who was giggling and laughing. I didn't know what to do. I said to myself, I don't know how the world could I ever find someone that make me happy like this. And it's been a year office, we've been talking, and I would not trade one of those moments, not even when she get mad and about to break my neck. You know, I don't care. So, you know, we sing these songs to each other, even though now one of us can sing. It don't stop us from trying. You know? And I love her so much, and I just wish she would understand that for me, I'll be honest, right? If this doesn't work out for me, I'd be done, man. I'm so tired. I'm just tired of the whole knowing people and talking to people. I'm so over it, man, because now I'm in the mindset where I want a family. I mean, I want like a couple of little kids. God, I hope I can get that. But if I don't, you know, it is what it is. But here's a song I dedicated to her. It's too black for her, but, you know, her nose is bleeding. But I love her so much, and I hope she understands of how I feel. You know, she means just that much to me. She changed my life, and she just made me very happy. I just feel like, you know, being that she had gave me this moment in my life, this time, I just wish we met each other when we were younger. You know? But it was what it was. So I dedicate this song to you. I know you can't understand it. And you're to blame. This is my life. You're the same. In love. Everything that I can do. You're the love of you. For now on. Anything I have is yours. Lasts forever. It's straight from the heart of mine. So, over knowing that she's made me very. We can be more than just friends. I hope her kids like me. I hope. I have these insecurities in my life, you know what I'm saying? The world is what it is. And people change. Sometimes they're warm, sometimes they're cold. All I know is that I had a conversation with my and he's so lost in this world. Young man, so fucking lost. You know, we have all this shit here in America, and most of us are walking around with our head in the clouds or our heads up our asses. Sad. It's almost like it's a plan to keep us in a certain kind of mind state. That's what it feels like. But I want to say a shout out to Jennifer Ravana, her beautiful 2 kids, her 4 crazy dogs. I think it's 4. You got Malfini, you got CK, you got Chihiro, Sassy. Yeah, that's 4. I want to send a shout out to her daughter, her son, her whole family. God bless you. you know, and have a good evening, you know. I'd like you to know that you are very important to me, no matter what you're doing right now, even if you're not woke yet. I love you very much. I hope when we meet, the love is reciprocated and it's something that will work for both of us. Good night.